And we're back. Sorry, I lied about that. The packaging actually for the Sword of Omens, right here, you will have to either cut the cord that holds this in place, or what I did is sort of bent it into a flat shape and slid it through the hole, and it came out just perfectly. And you will be able to put that back. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous sword. All chromed out. It looks fantastic. Looks really, really good. And it's tall, too. I mean, look at this. In comparison to Lion-O. Let's get his feet into frame. The sword comes up. The pommel, or I'm sorry, the guard here is at his waist. That is amazing. The pommel comes up to his breastplate. That is fantastic. It's huge and it looks great. You can see the Thundercats symbol here. The guard has come up so that he can do sight beyond sight. Yeah, just like that. Oh, that actually kind of looks cool. Nice. He does come with an extra hand in this package with the platform. Get that out. And it is for holding the sword, or the dagger for that matter, however you want to display them. One thing I really would have liked from this being an exclusive would have been a mid-range, you know, the thunder, 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 get another somewhat longer blade to go in between these two. Would have been really cool. There's his extra hand. Easy, just like the left hand. Pop it right off. I haven't actually put this one on yet. Fits on great. That same great range of motion. Now, one thing about the hands, they are on a slightly softer, kind of more rubbery plastic, which is great because I don't think it's going to scratch up the chrome on this sword. And look at that. Now that's not the Lord of the Thundercats. I don't know what is. Look at that guy. Like I said, you've got a great range in these elbows, or I'm sorry, the wrist. So you've got a whole lot of options to get that sword looking exactly the way you want it. Let's move this back a little. Fantastic representation. The sword seems a little long, but it certainly doesn't bother me. I don't know, I don't think Lion-O's got anything to prove, but, you know. Well, I'm done with that joke. Never mind. Yeah, that just looks great. I'm really impressed by that sword. Okay. To the side again. We'll take a look. Uh-oh, there's pieces. What do I do with the pieces? Okay, so this piece goes in here. This piece goes in here. Ooh, nice. Alright, there we go. Sorry, I'm using a Gorilla Pod. It can be a little finicky sometimes. So, huh. Looks like it basically has you if I remember right from the cartoon, the Sword of Omens was actually shown on a platform like this as a dagger. But you can place the sword up here. And from the instructions, if I'm looking at these right, it looks like it just kind of has you lay the dagger on the pan. Let's take a look. This is sort of this number, which is K, I guess, but I think to be more accurate, I think this is the first way we saw the Sword of Omens. If I'm not mistaken. I mean, I can be wrong. I haven't seen the show in a while, but the platform itself, I mean, it does look really nice. Holds the sword like it's supposed to. Kind of a purple metallic plastic. Comes in 3 parts, both prongs, and this sort of well. Kind of makes it look a little bit like a fountain. The feet of it kind of a little reminiscent of the architecture of Cat's Lair. Very nice though, looks great. I think it's pretty fantastic. I like it a lot. You know, you can bring your Lion-O figure in here and have him pray to it, should you choose. Or fumble about like I do when I'm trying to pose action figures and drop swords, because that's how I roll. That's kind of neat. Or even do a sort of a night pilgrimage type thing. You know, looks great. Digging it a lot. Yeah, there's not much else to say about this figure. He is everything I wanted Bandai to make this line into. It's interesting that he doesn't have double elbows, because the 6-inch figures of the new show appear to have double elbows. But I am guessing that has to do just with cost. Getting everything to price out just right was probably pretty tricky for him. So, yeah. He looks great, though. I mean, like I said, great posability, great detail. The dirtiness that everybody was so bothered about, I actually think looks really good. I was hoping that it was going to come out more like, you know, dirty, muddy, battle-clad Lion-O than it would, you know, just for definition, and it really does. The only weird thing is that it's not on his hands. It goes up here, you can see there's a splotch there. So it's a little, you know, it looks dirty, but on his hands, perfectly clean. But yeah, he just looks absolutely fantastic. This really, for Thundercats fans, this is the version of 80s Lion-O you've always wanted. He is just perfect in every way. I got this from ToysRUs.com when they first announced it. Luckily, somebody... Can I get that post right here? Somebody posted on, I think it was TFW, about one of the exclusives, and I ran over there and grabbed it up real quick. It was $39.99, and honestly, for that price, I can't see this being much of a winner. The toy is great, do not get me wrong. The toy is amazing. He is everything you want it to be. But $40, I'm like, why? This guy? No. When the figures come out, they're going to be, what, I think $17.99, somewhere in that range. So, you've got another $23, well, $22, for this? For Chrome? I think most fans are going to be safe waiting for the standard release to come out. The difference is going to be gray swords. He will still come with all this great stuff. He's just not going to come with this, as far as I know. So an extra $23 just for the figure a little early, probably not worth it to most people. The paint job is good, but you got to remember this is not going to match the other figures. The regular Lion-O release will have the lighter baby blue here, and I don't believe is going to have any kind of distressing or anything like that. So you just got to remember he's going to look different than your other Thundercats. The only reason I got this guy is just because I really wanted to do a review. I know people have been waiting to find out about the toys. I was dying to find out about them, and that's the only reason. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention on his belt, the emblem seems to be somewhat of a tampograph, and it's a little off-center, so there's like a little kind of crescent moon of silver on the edge right here. It's kind of hard to see, and it splattered a little bit over here onto the side. But ultimately the paint does look really great. Everything's pretty crisp. This is just a great figure. But is it worth $40? Probably not. Don't go out there trying to pay $50, $60, $80, $100 just because it's an exclusive. The regular version will be out soon enough. Do not worry. He's a great figure, but it's going to be out. So just hold your horses, and I think you will be really pleased when you do finally get the regular release. I'm still getting the regular release as well. I've got them both, him and Tiger, on pre-order from BBTS, and I just can't wait. Get the sword back in the hand. I can get him to stand here. There we go. So that's pretty much it. This has been SDCC 2011 Bandai America Thundercats Classics Lion-O. Thanks a lot.